Picture this, Alex. You just landed in beautiful South Africa for a much-needed holiday. Golden beaches, vibrant culture, maybe a safari or two. You're feeling good, right? An African, finally enjoying Africa. And then, it hits. A roar erupts. Not from a lion, my friend. A mob.
Foreigners go home!
You're caught in the chaos, staring down a wave of pure, unadulterated fury. And suddenly, your dream holiday isn't just ruined, it becomes the spark, the fuse. The moment an entire continent might either burn or finally wake up.
What a way to start your vacation, huh?
I know.
Our animation budget for that opening scene was...
Well, let's just say my editor threatened to quit if I made it any longer. But it sets the tone. This isn't just about some guys shouting. This is about what happens when frustration boils over.
And what it could mean.
They're everywhere! We just want it to work! These problems are merely echoes of the colonial past. We will manage. See? Even in chaos, some people miss the point entirely. We'll get to why they miss it later, Alex.
Look, Africa post-independence, it was supposed to be amazing.
A brand new super yacht, keys in hand, told, "The ocean is yours." Instead, many of those nations sailed it directly into the nearest sandbar, blamed the tides, and then refused to learn how a rudder works. 40 years later, they're still asking, who moved my cheese?
We had immense potential, buddy.
Abundant resources, Pan-African dreams of unity, strength, wealth, enough to make every African on the continent and in the diaspora live like the sheikhs of Dubai. Instead, many governments achieved the remarkable feat of making entire national treasuries disappear faster than my motivation on a Monday morning, which is, and I cannot stress this enough, insane. Unity is great, but my personal offshore account could use some unity.
We had countries in better shape than Singapore.
Singapore? I'm sorry, what? Okay, so we love to blame the colonial masters. And yes, they were, to put it mildly, absolute tossers. They carved up a continent with a ruler and a crayon, created artificial divisions, exploited everything that wasn't nailed down. But here's the uncomfortable truth, the actual elephant in the room. After 40, 50, even 60 years of independence, still blaming the colonizers? Bollocks. Oh, and look! There's our elephant. Just a polite little fellow, isn't he? Quietly observing the post-independence landscape. He's been here a while. The global financial system is rigged for Western favor, sure. It's less a fair marketplace and more like a high-stakes poker game, where the Western powers already own the casino, stack the deck, and occasionally forget to give you chips. And yet, what stopped us from creating our own system? That boat has sailed, Alex. We had nations that gained independence in far better shape than China, Singapore, or Vietnam. Nations with a fraction of Africa's resources became global powers. Where are we? The West fears our success. They want us to fail. Indeed. Now, about that foreign aid package for my anti-colonialism villa. So, here's the deal. Most suffering, migration-riddled African countries are still governed by the so-called liberation parties. The same folks who fought for freedom decades later. Development stifled by reminders of colonial atrocities. Progress smothered by oligarchs, partisans, and loyalists who turn national issues into party issues. Opposition stamped out with military, violence, and fear. It's a real setup of, well, you know, our little elephant in the room just got a bit bigger, didn't he? He's starting to look a little less polite and a little more hungry for peanuts. So naturally, people flee to South Africa, long stable, seen as the last country liberated, the shiny beacon of democracy. But the fate of all Liberation Party states eventually caught up. Poor governance, mismanagement, and elite oligarchy while the majority suffers. The same song, final verse. If you're still watching this, you're legally my best friend now, because this isn't exactly a beach read. They promised freedom. They delivered. The same old bosses, different faces. We are a democracy. The people choose us year after year. It's tradition. And when things go wrong, when the people finally get fed up, what do politicians do? They find a scapegoat. Migration. Illegal immigrants taking our jobs. Zimbabwe had the sanctions tune, even though Rhodesia under Ian Smith, under British sanctions, was once the breadbasket of Africa. South Africa now sings the same song. But Alex, why doesn't the ordinary South African ask, who let them in and who is giving them the jobs? Address the person handing out the jobs. It's like Joshua Mapanga's parable, right? Dogs go hunting, catch a kudu, bring it home. The man cooks the meat for his children and throws the dogs the bones. And what do the dogs do? They fight each other over the bones instead of asking where the meat went. Or better yet, can we not hunt for ourselves? The hyenas have their packs. The wild dogs, our cousins, hunt for themselves. And the elephant? He just swallowed the entire national budget. Again, he's now blocking the exit. Maybe it's time to ask the elephant about the missing meat, eh? My editor is crying in the corner right now about rendering that monster. Oh, the migrants are taking all the jobs. Good thing I have this private security firm hiring no one from here. They tell us to hate our brothers, but they don't tell us why their kids are hungry. Colonialism conditioned the African mind to divide us, remember? The house slave thinking he's better than the field slave, when both are just slaves.
Deep divisions have stopped us uniting.
America united its states. Europe united. Britain broke away and pays the price of being a lone ranger. China is the blueprint of one goal, one purpose. Singapore, lessons learned. Will we learn and turn the ship around? So, here's the what if, Alex. Phase 1, and this is Porky Speculative, remember, we do not endorse violence. What if these recent attacks, these anti-foreigner movements, become the wake-up call?
If migrants are forced home, they bring pressure.
A mind that has seen the green grass on the other side of the fence is hard to tame. Unlike a conditioned mind told the status quo cannot change. Having lived in South Africa myself, I know any issue becomes a march in the street. These displaced people, having lived in a place where protest is practically a national sport, might be the spark. A revolution that removes the liberation parties and ushers in people who want change because they've seen what's possible. Africa is far from democratic power handovers. Change now needs revolution. Even the West had its coups. It's a phase. It will pass. But on our own terms. I spent 6 hours on Wikipedia for this 10-second bit, so cherish it. If they send us back, we won't just sit there. We've seen how things can be. What? Revolution? This is treason! My people love me! And then, Phase 2, clean up South Africa. Hold politicians accountable. Demand economic freedom. We need South Africa, Alex. It's the safest place to base a revolution in exile, primarily because of its constitution, which, let's be honest, the Liberation Party will eventually amend to protect its power. But for now, it's a launch pad. This could spark an African revolution that disrupts the global economy, shakes every status quo leadership that became the oppressor. Maybe, just maybe, we turn the course of Africa. We had no borders once. We had chiefs and kings.
They took our model and perfected it. They still have their kings and no borders between them.
My family thinks I've joined a historical cult researching this stuff, by the way. The strength of a continent isn't in its borders, but in its people. We just forgot that. Economic freedom? But that impacts my Swiss bank account. So, what if? Is this just a wish list, Alex? A fever dream born from frustration and the desperate hope for a better future. The path to true African unity and prosperity. Is it a slow, painful crawl through existing systems, chipping away at corruption inch by agonizing inch? Or does it, perhaps, require a cataclysmic, continent-wide shakeup, even if that means more short-term chaos? What happens next, if anything, is up to the people. You, me, all of us. Now you know. See you in the next one.